At the end of May, the rains finally came, like someone in the heavens had flipped a switch. Many afternoons turn dark and dramatic now, thunder moving through the mountains and lightning over the lake. Everything is turning green and soaking it up, and so am I. When people imagine moving to another country, they usually imagine the move itself, the paperwork and the uncertainty, the decision and the work it takes to move, but what comes next? Because eventually you stop moving and you start building a life. I love this season, the cooler air and the drama of the storms, the way everything seems to breathe again. And this land and sky continue to reveal themselves to me. As spring progressed here in central Mexico, I started to lose my bearings a little. I mean my actual bearings. I've thought of myself as pretty good at directions, but one afternoon I noticed the sun in a place I had never seen it before, in the north. That couldn't be right, could it? For my entire life, living in the northern hemisphere, the sun had always crossed the sky to the south. Of course, it rises in the east and sets in the west, but at midday, it always sits somewhere in the southern half of the sky. So why was I looking north and seeing the sun? Why were my north-facing windows getting direct sunlight?
The morning sun doesn't usually come in this direction.
I was so certain that something was wrong that I checked a compass, and the compass said I was right. The sun was in the north. For a moment, I had that strange out-of-body feeling you get when something you've taken for granted for your whole life suddenly stops being true. It felt like I slipped into an alternate universe and someone had rearranged the sky, and I couldn't explain it. Then a local man posted a short explanation on a community message board here about what it's like to live so close to the Tropic of Cancer, and suddenly it all made sense. We're only about 4 degrees south of it here. In late spring, the sun crosses at its zenith directly overhead, and then it keeps going. For a few weeks each year, the noon sun is actually north of us before beginning its journey south again later in the summer. It's not a big thing really, but watching the sun travel across part of the sky where your brain says it doesn't belong makes you realize how many assumptions you have carrying around without even ever noticing them. And for a few weeks this year, the sky has felt a little bit magical.
This is our new fence. I got a referral for a builder named Hector, and I love him. He's been working with me for a week and a half now, building this fence, and he's always on time, he's cheerful, he's ready to work, and he's not afraid to tell me no, like, no, we can't get that kind of screw, or no, the store doesn't have enough wood right now, or whatever. Sometimes I find that people don't want to say no, so they kind of just look confused, and it makes me doubt my communication skills. But no, Hector, he lets me know what's up, and the new fence is looking really good, strong.
My neighbor Fausto also came to my rescue and did surgery on this big nopales.
Buenas son nopales.
It had to be pruned in order to fix the fence, and Fausto was so helpful. Hector made great progress rebuilding the fence, but we've had a hard time getting galvanized screws, so he's taking a break from that and working on my dilapidated greenhouse. And I use that word loosely. It's a structure sheltering the roses and a couple of my tomato plants. As you can see, it was falling apart, and Hector is doing his magic.
It's coming apart. There was no way it was ever going to stay. And some of the wood is pretty rotten too. Hector,
See.
It's okay if you're in my little video?
Yeah.
Say hi.
Hi.
The sky wasn't the only thing that surprised me lately. Around the same time, the people of Pátzcuaro did what they do. They threw a celebration I didn't see coming. Corpus Christi is a Catholic holiday, but what I watched in the streets was something older, a purépecha tradition that's been woven into it for centuries. It's a tradition rooted in gratitude for the harvest, for rain, and for what the land provides, and it was beautiful.
New trees. I have new trees, huh? Yes. Just in time for a good storm, looks like.
Most of the projects around here involve fixing something that already exists. Planting trees feels different. Planting trees is an act of optimism. One of the few things I do that's almost entirely about the future. You put something in the ground and you wait. years, maybe decades and decades, and I find that extraordinarily peaceful, and I love watching things grow. Some of the most meaningful changes happen slowly enough that you barely notice them, like living somewhere long enough to learn its rhythms. I know some of you are watching this from a desk you've been sitting at for 20 years. I was too. 30 years as a nurse, measuring everything in minutes and seconds, and now I'm planting trees. I think that says it all. If you want to see more of what's happening here at the finca, the progress, the setbacks, the frogs, the channel membership is where I share that kind of thing in between videos. It's usually just short videos, the occasional photo, or whatever's happening that week, and it's just a closer look. If you're interested, the link is below.